Hey there, guys. Well, this is what I get for not testing it, I suppose. But, yeah, I just uploaded a video, and it's good to know that, people actually are, have the little bell icon rung and are subscribed. Because as soon as I posted a video, four people watched it, and then I watched it, and then I immediately removed the video, or I made it private, I should say, because the video quality was not good because I really should have tested it. I didn't think to look at my webcam. My webcam was actually kind of scuffed. Not scuffed, but my webcam was just dingy and dirty and it just wasn't good. And I also wasn't using my mic. So, yeah, I was going through the webcam mic and that was not good either because the webcam mic it's not bad. It's just not great at picking me up at volume and clear, and the volume is an issue. And with this, it's a little bit better because I can specifically tune this mic to say, okay, well, is it one person? Is it two person? Is it a group of people? And I can tune the settings on the microphone to be specific to what I need it for, which in this case is just me recording a video by myself. But enough about that. I'm okay. I'm just a little annoyed. So this video is going to be for my Florida Poly peeps, my Florida Poly people, if you will. And I just had an issue earlier today that I feel like might help other people to kind of figure out or kind of know how to fix the problem or how to address it. The problem was that I realized one of the classes I had signed up for was not going to further my degree. It was an elective, and I had already taken an elective that would fill that slot in my catalog. So, what I had to do is I had to go and I had to go talk to the Academic Success Center, and I had to talk with the academic advisor. What she basically did for me is she printed out the course catalog for my degree of study, or this is specifically called a plan of study, as far as the sheet goes. But what she did is she just basically printed out a version of the academic catalog of my degree program, which was computer science, College of Information and Technology, and then concentration in cyber gaming is the full title. But after about 20 minutes of looking through the stuff with her and, seeing like, okay, well, basically what happened is she printed out my unofficial transcript as well, which you can do through CAMS, and I recommend that you do. So what ended up happening is I went through with her, looked through my transcript, and basically said, okay, did a one to one of transcript to academic catalog and saw, what classes I still have that I can take. And basically just went through all the classes, did a one to one, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you don't have too many classes left." And it's like, "Yeah, that's kind of the problem." And so, yeah, I mean, that's the main issue right now is that there's not enough classes for me to take and still be a full-time student. So, it's a little sketchy, I think. Not sketchy, but it's just not an ideal situation, I guess you could say. But I'm only taking three classes this semester then because after we came to that conclusion that there were no other classes I could take, I mean, best case scenario, if you're in a situation like this where you're not in enough classes, I mean, drop add, I think the drop add date is I think Tuesday from now. Today's Wednesday. So you have about a week, and drop add is basically going to be um, it's dropping and adding classes without any sort of academic or financial penalty. Excuse me. And so for that, what I ended up having to do was I went and after exhausting all the options with the Academic Success Center person, what we ended up doing was determining that because that class was not a class that I needed to be taking and it would basically be a waste of my scholarship money, I instead opted to get a scholarship credit requirement exception form. That's with an EX exception form, which basically just said, hey, there's not enough credits available for you to take without taking stuff that you don't need to, so you're good. But so what I had to do is I had to fill out the form. I had to get it signed by her, the academic success person, and then I had to get it signed by the vice provost, who I believe is Dr. Dvorsky. And yeah, so you go and you have the form signed by those two people. You have to have a written statement saying, okay, well, why is it that basically what's going on that you can't take enough classes to be considered full time. And in my case, any of the classes that were available that I was able to take, or not able, any of the classes that were available that I like could have taken were scheduling conflicts. Like they conflicted with the current schedule that I had. So it was either do I shoot myself in the foot or do I shoot myself in the hand? Like either way, if I were to switch from like one of the other classes to one of the classes I needed, I'd still be only taking 3 classes. So you see what I mean? It's part of the problem, and that was why I went and filled out that form. I went and turned it into financial aid. Financial aid took care of it, and so I think we're good. They told me I was good to go. They told me I was fine. So if you're in a similar situation, it's pretty simple, especially if you're a junior or a senior and you're struggling to find classes to sign up for. What you do is you print out your unofficial transcript through CAMS, then you find your academic catalog. I think they have some of them at the help desk. It's like the colored papers. Find yours, and then I would say get a highlighter or get a pen or something and just mark off, 1-to-1. Just, okay, did I take this one? 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 Yes, 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 yes. And then come to them with that as like a 1-to-1 comparison of like, okay, these are the classes that I'm capable of taking, but this is the problem. Or in doing that, you might find, oh, well, there's this section of this class that I can take. Haha. And then, then you're good. But that's just a little something for all my people at Florida Poly that, may or may not be going through something like that. Because I know I had a couple friends going through it, and odds are you're not the only one going through something like that or some kind of issues with the scheduling and all that, because this semester just seems like it's a cluster, if I'm being completely honest, just because of how everything's working out with, like, there's just way more 3-day-a-week classes than ever before, and it's just really odd to me, because it's like, oh yeah, we're doing all these like 3-day-a-week classes, and they're only going to be 50-minute classes, so that we can squeeze as many classes in as humanly possible. And it's like, okay, well that's fine, that's understandable, what are you gonna do? But yeah, so I just figured I'd have, a little informational thing for you guys, and yeah, all my Florida Poly people. And hopefully, because I actually have my microphone and I have the webcam cleaned off and ready to go, this one will be of much better quality than the previous video that I had to make private. Yeah, hopefully. Well, alright guys, thank you again so much for watching my Florida Poly peeps. I will be trying to re-record the second video that I made after the original one that some people did see when I posted it. So I'm gonna try to re-record that one, and I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I might not, but I'm gonna try. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, later on tonight, but we'll see. Like I said.